By the way, anybody who is going to Dragon Con, we will absolutely be Lambot. Our series regular Lambot is going to be hosting an X-Wing tournament and actually several X-Wing events at Dragon Con on Labor Day weekend. So if you're coming down for the biggest convention in the South, you should play some X-Wing with us. Nave Squadron goes pretty fast off the line. The Scum are banking in from the top corner, way up there. And Spacer 2 will perform a barrel roll and tuck in right behind his buddies. Rookie 1 banking away from the firefight. And Rookie 2 will run into his buddy. Interesting strategy there from Nick. Gurry will follow suit with a bank maneuver and a focus action. And Green will run into the back of his buddy's formation. Interesting opening there from Nick. He probably has something weird going on in his head that I don't understand, but that's not to say it's a bad strategy. Usually, if I don't understand what my opponent's doing, it's because he's winning. So we'll see where this goes. Looking like Scum is just going to speed in to pursue. Rebels are going to turn in eventually. Seeing a 4 straight from the Z95 to open the Scum second turn. I'm watching the table from the outside, trying to buy a drink, and at the desk is just laughing at me. I had to leave a screen here. All right. What? Oh, I'm the only one in the booth right now. Fine. And the Sikhs will follow suit. That Knave Squadron took a turn to his left, straight up the screen. Rookie 1, 3 turns, tucks in behind that Knave Squadron. Measures for a target lock and is out of range. Focus. Probably a straight maneuver from this guy. Maybe a bank away from that rock. 3 bank left. It's going to be awfully close. He's on that asteroid. I was thinking he was going to go the other way. And no damage. Gary will take a 2 straight. And we'll barrel roll behind the spacer. Measuring range. Nick has initiative here, so he's going to take the first shot. Range 3 obstructed from Knave into the Binaire Pirate. Nick, when you watch this, I want you to hear that Audio Weasel said Nick has a plan, but I have no idea what it is. Oh, I'm sorry. The Binaire had actions first. And that was whiff entirely. Knave returning fire. Focus for 3 hits. Range 3 obstructed. It's going to be 4 dice. And I don't see a lot of paint there. We want evade. And 2 damage immediately onto the Binaire Pirate. And that's going to be dials for round 3. Round 4. Round 4. Oh. They didn't activate him. That's why his dial was still down, Darth Emphatic. It wouldn't have changed the way that turn of combat went, but... 27 players watching. That's it's pretty big deal for 10 o'clock on a Wednesday night. Appreciate everyone for signing in. We lost some players during our discussion, but I figured that would happen. I wanted to get that out there. I wish it could have been longer than we thought, but our first game went for an hour and 45 minutes, and we usually do our best just to let the games play out, even if they go long. Bank in from the binaire. Bank in from the knave. If he doesn't bump, it's gonna. He did not bump. That's gonna put that knave right at range 1 of that binaire pirate. Exactly where he wants to be. Darth Emphatic, where do you live? It's only 1 a.m. where you are, apparently. Actually, he just put that spacer range 1 of the knave. So if he doesn't barrel roll out of that arc, that's a juicy, fragile target. He's going to be an arc anyway, even if he barrel rolls. Well, I'm glad you get to show up and watch live, and just so everybody knows, they will be archived on YouTube tomorrow. And keep a lookout for updates. Be sure to follow our Twitch channel here, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's scrolling across the top of the screen there. We will be adding more games to the show, and it will be soon. It should be. The announcement should come in the next month, as soon as we schedule tournaments for some other games. And we will throw those up on the show, too. X-Wing will always be our #1. But there are some fans of some other games, and we want to add some more content. Also, if you're going to be at DragonCon, we'll be there. So go down to the game space. Lambot will be there. I'll be in and out. Because I actually work in the vendor hall, not in the gaming section. But I will definitely be there to play some X-Wing, to say hi. We're holding X-Wing tournaments. You can just find that on the DragonCon website. Rookie 1 flies in. Rookie 3, or Rookie 2 takes a 3-turn, comes in right behind his Knave Squadron buddy. I'm seeing just like a 5 straight from that green. He's not going to bother anybody right now, and he wants to GTFO to come in from the side of that Scum formation. Guri will barrel roll to the outside of those spacers and then will boost forward into range 1 of that X-Wing. That's going to give her a focus token at the beginning of the combat phase. She's definitely made herself a juicy target there. She's going to shoot before most of the rebels. So if I were the rebels, I might shoot one of those spacers because it's going to shoot after me. And if it goes long range, it has a heavy laser cannon. Yep. Looks like a 5 straight from that green squadron. Followed by a boost to the right. Guri measuring for her focus token. She does receive one. Nick double checking that measurement. Guri's going to range 1 into the Knave Squadron pilot E-Wing. I just accidentally made that bigger and I can't shrink it. It's going to be 3 hits. Looks like he got 3 evades. Green Squadron to Guri. Looks like range 3 obstructed. One hit. And easily evaded. Ranger Wick, what's up, Soontir Fidel? We were just talking about you earlier. Ranger Wick, unless he isn't who he says he is or I'm misunderstanding, he is the winner of our regional tournament. You can watch actually several of his matches. He ended up being on the show three times, I think, coincidentally, on our YouTube channel, which is scrolling as I speak across the top of the screen. One hit from Spacer 1 on that rookie way in the back with heavy laser cannon. Excuse me, Spacer 2. And then Spacer 1 will follow up. Same target. Heavy laser cannon. I see a lot of paint. Crits become hits. One evade. And 2 damage go through onto rookie pilot number 1. I'm sorry, 1 damage goes through. Measuring attacks from the rookie. Gonna be range 2 to that binary. Looks like it's range 2, range 3 to the spacer. Rookie 2 has this has spacer 1 within range 2. Rookie 1 to spacer number 1, range 3. It's going to be 2 hits. And 2 evades. Rookie 2, same target, spacer 1. 2 hits. Focus for 2 hits. And looks like 2 evades again. Oh, it is range 3. I thought that was range 2. I apologize. Binary Pirate into Rookie 1, I believe. 1 hit. 1 evade. And we have Nave Squadron Pilot is going to range 1 the crap out of that spacer. We'll focus for 3 hits. Whoa, I don't have my spacer's health screen. And Spacer 1 pops. The Sick is, you can put some heavy weapons on there, but they pop like TIE fighters. So it's essentially becomes a very expensive TIE fighter when it's destroyed in one attack. Yeah, stealth device on X-Wings. Kind of a weird approach there, but it worked out so far. You cancel the damage on rookie number 1. I am being too quiet. I need to think of more things to say. Binary Pirate is going to take a 3K. Hoping to catch some catch those rebels in arc as they fly past him. Nave Squadron. Maybe a K turn here? Yep, looks like a 4K from Guri. I mean, from the Nave. He's going to cross over Guri. It's going to be the Spacer's turn up next. Where's he going to go? Where's he going to go? Where's he going to go? I don't know. Where's he going to go? Is that a 5K? That is a 5K. He might block rookie 1. Rookie 1, in his situation, I would have gone just 1 or 2, like a 1 bank to avoid that asteroid, which would put him right in the back of Spacer 2. Yup. Well, I think it's a 1 straight is what Nick did, but even so. Avoided a shot on that heavy laser cannon boat. He's going to get to shoot at Nave Squadron way in the back. Heavy laser cannon to the backfield. Hail Mary. Rookie 2 will take a straight maneuver and a focus token. Focus action. Ooh, that is a 1 bank right in front of that X-Wing. That puts him right in the middle of 3 arcs, range 1 of 2 of those. contemplating what he wants to do with Guri here. Not a whole lot of good options. He's not going to be able to barrel roll that way. He's going to barrel roll to his left. It's going to put him right in a good place to run into that debris field. But it might open up some range so he doesn't take 2 range 1 shots. Still going to be range 1 from that E-Wing behind him. Assuming, of course, Nick shoots at Guri. Actually, those 3 ships don't have any other targets, so he's going to shoot at Guri. One turn from the A-Wing. Measures for a target lock on Guri. And we'll acquire. Measuring arc from Guri. Looks like he has Rookie 1 barely an arc at long range. She has, excuse me. Guri is a she-bot, M-bot. Looks like 1 hit and 1 evade. And Guri acquires a target lock with fire control system. Looks like he does have a range 3 on Guri. He's within range 2 of his allies, but, you know, whatevs. X-Wing, range 2 into Guri. What? Oh, okay, okay. So that was the green, excuse me, into Guri. I don't know why I thought it was the X-Wing for a second. It just took a long time to clear that attack. All right, we have Spacer. Heavy laser cannon Hail Mary into the Nave Squadron. Be 4 unmodified dice here. Versus 3 unmodified defense. 2 hits. 2 evades. Rookie 1, range 2 to Guri. 2 hits. Guri evades for... 2 damage. And a crit. Crit goes to Hull onto Guri. Give me 1 second, I'll find out what that is. What's that crit? Stun pilot on Guri. Other X-Wing, same target, range 1, I think. Four hits and not a lot of fades. 2 of 8, 2 more damage to Guri's hull. Guri's down to 1, including another crit. That was a direct hit. And Guri is blown away by rookie number 2. One hit from the Nave onto Spacer at range 3, easily evaded. And Binary Pirate is in fact range 1 of rookie number 2. Is he? He's barely out if he is. One hit and evaded. We're seeing Scum 2 ships down. Two shields down on Binary Pirate. Guri and Spacer number 1 have been blown away. We still have Nave. Well, I mean, or ThatHandsomeNick's rebels are not undamaged, but they're all still on table. Binary Pirate activates first. I'm seeing probably a 2 bank. 2 straight, maybe. Probably 2 bank. Yep, 2 bank to the right. Clear stress. Likely hoping to continue to block that rookie pilot, even if Spacer 2 also has to run into the Binary. Nave takes a 2 bank right into the Binary Pirate. Spacer 2 runs into the back of his buddy. He'll get to take a nice range 1 onto that nave, hopefully before he gets blown away, or you know, he may or may not be destroyed, but it's looking like a lot of ships are going to run into him. Rookie 2 takes a K turn. We're gonna have to mark something to get that template down. And yet again, lots of bumpage. Bumpy, bumpity, bumpity. Rebank in from the green squadron. He knows he's not going to stay out of range 1 to 2, so he doesn't even try. A-wings are too fast, just based on the position that he was in. Green Squadron pilot, I believe, is going to range 1 the Seek. That is a proton rocket into spacer number 1. This is going to hurt. Three hits after focus. You may have evaded it. You just evade that proton rocket? Evaded. 2 damage to the Seek from the proton rocket. I couldn't see the results. 1 hull remaining on the Seek that remains. Lambot just hopped in the booth. What's up, Lambot?
You say that like it's the most exciting point of this match for you. But yeah, I played Dash again. I can see why he does well. I think that's the second time I said that.
It's pretty good. We're seeing. Oh, did you beat Wilson's triple turrets?
Yeah, it was. I did the Nationals list with Dash and 2 B-Wings, and it came down to just Dash and Palov, but nothing really happened.
All right, we got 2 hits from the spacer into Rookie 2, 1 damage onto Rookie 2. So what you're saying is your game against 2 dubs lasted a lot shorter than Stevens.
It sure did, because we started before this one, so it's probably 30 minutes. I usually play pretty fast, though. I don't go to time very often.
Okay, we're seeing, I believe Rookie 1 into the binary pirate range 1. Maybe not. Oh, Rookie 2 into the spacer range 1, excuse me. 4 hits. 2 damage go through, and spacer's out. It's the second time I tried to type Distropood. All right, we got 2 hits from Rookie 1 into from an X-Wing into the Binaire. From an X-Wing. I don't know what X-Wing. 2 hits. I mentioned DragonCon several times. Lambot's making sure that I'm talking about his tournament at DragonCon. We have, like, there are X-Wing events planned every day. Isn't there? There's not a tournament? I thought one day was a tournament.
So we're doing. So if you haven't been to DragonCon, you should go. But Friday evening ish, we're doing our free for all furball. It's free to play and it's 8 to 10 players. Once we get 8, we'll go and do that. It's just a fun free for all game. Then we got we have a normal 100-point tournament Saturday. I think it's at 5. I don't remember when I'm starting it, but you can find it all at the gaming.dragoncon.com.
Looks like 2 hits go through on an X-Wing. I miss him. Ow. Who just took that damage? It was an X-Wing, right? Okay. That X-Wing. It was a munitions failure followed by a damaged cockpit on rookie number 2, which puts rookie 2 at 1 hull remaining. And a deactivated stealth device.
Yeah, so talking about the DragonCon tournament, the Sunday, or is our 3rd tournament, we're doing a 2v2 tournament as well. But we have, I think it's 10 to 6 every day. We're doing demos and free play as well. It's all down in the basement, the gaming area.
Yeah, in the dungeon of the Hilton. That is the coldest room at DragonCon.
Oh, it's the Marriott.
It's the Hilton.
So
yeah, the dungeon. I don't know what the dungeon of the Marriott is now because they moved all the dealers in with us. I work in the vendor hall, and now like it's like half vendors and half dealers and stuff. And we're way over in the America's Mart, like 3 blocks away from everything else.
It's actually I was told the gaming area is actually moving over there next year.
They wouldn't fit in the. It would have to be in one of the ballrooms. It won't fit in the dungeon of the Marriott. That room is tiny.
I think that's what they're doing. Because they want to have the gaming area next to the vendors so that people can sell games and then you can play them. But yeah.
Guys are going down for the next turn. The Scum has a Binaire Pirate, and Nick has everything. He's taken some damage, but he hasn't lost his ship yet. If I was at Binaire, I would GTFO.
Activate the warp.
Ludicrous speed. It's time for ludicrous speed. Maybe a 3 blank left from the Binaire. I mean, it's luckily for him, most of those rebel ships are facing away. At least, well, 2 of them are.
Want to know what's best in life? I like this one because it's a movie quote and he doesn't remember it. So someone remind him what's best in life.
I'm the resident movie guy, and every time somebody brings up a movie quote on my show, it's just like he escaped. Kind of embarrassing, really.
He brings up the most obscure movie quotes ever. He doesn't know some of them, especially from this iconic movie.
It's going to be really obvious, and I'm going to feel really bad about myself when I find out what it is.
No, I'm bringing it up because he couldn't remember it Saturday either, and he was told.
What? No, see, I remember we talked about Bill and Ted immediately after this, but this is not what it was. I don't know. He'll tell me in due time. Binaire Pirate bumps.
The problem with this fantasy of yours, Audio Weasel, is he probably won't be here. The quote is, "What is best in life?"
I'll stop by the X-Wing table a couple of times. I don't spend a lot of time gaming in DragonCon though. I do other nerdy things.
if you actually do that, Audio Weasel, I'll take you to his house because I know where it is.
Okay, so where did that 2 template happen from? Because, alright, I'm confused. Wait, did that binary just do a 4K? You talk.
I knew you'd get it, but now he's ignoring you, Audio Weasel. Oh, we got Wilson in. He's watching the game at least. So, yep. I don't know why. I don't think he ever watched Conan, Audio Weasel. Audio Weasel helped you out with the quote.
Oh, it's freaking... yeah. One of those awesome 80s movies with Arnold before he could speak English. Knave Squadron does a K-turn onto that debris field, leaving him with double stress. The Rebels kind of break here. I guess they were expecting Binary to go somewhere else, so they were trying to go into pursuit. Yeah. It's like Hero Bandit. Binary's gonna win.
I mean, he got that title of Banana Pirate by not screwing around, so...
Green is going to be range 1 of Binary there. And Binary's down to 2 hull already, so if Green Squadron could wrap the game up right here. That is 3 hits. That could do it. Looks like one of them might be a crit even. And that's game. Oh, no, we're going to do it out there. Yeah. And, yeah, oh, yeah.
All right, well, I'm out of here, guys. Just remember, come out to see me at Dragon Con. It's the first weekend of September if you're coming. Otherwise, see you guys next time on the stream. You get... we're leaving. I'm leaving.
And we're going to do our customary follow-up interview. We're not going to be able to fit in a bonus match because it's already so late. But I will pull up the chat on my phone so we can check that out and maybe answer some viewer questions. What's up, Brandon? How you doing?
Not doing well. No.
Yui, actually, I played against him at another store on Monday afternoon, and he played he played some Star Vipers. So talk about your list for a second.
Well, this list is actually very similar to the list I played the last time I was on the stream. With, I think I actually mentioned this modification with just fire control systems on Guri and heavy laser cannon instead of a mangler cannon. Didn't help much. I think it was just kind of dice this time because last time the dice were going my way. That one heavy skick lasted a long time. This time, Guri skicks, and then it was just left with my blocker, my meat shield. So it didn't go well. Might try playing some Rebels now, at least until the Kirax fighter comes out for Scum, and the Houndstooth, of course. I'm
pretty excited about the Houndstooth myself. I just won some store credit at another shop, and that's what's going to give me my Houndstooth.
Yeah, that.
Your heavy laser cannons are good. 6 fall into the I'm too expensive to be a TIE fighter thing. Like it's like they don't. That's how they last as long as a TIE fighter does.
Yeah, 6 are too expensive. I was hoping the stealth device would come through on them because they did get range 3 stealth device through rocks, and it just wasn't.
Didn't get the paint. By the way, Ranger Wick and Sierra Romeo Charlie. First of all, Sierra Romeo, I didn't know you were at our tournament. It is about 1,000 degrees in here. There are people who came to regionals watching, and they're like, yeah, it is 1,000 degrees. Brandon, do you think hull upgrades would help your 6 over the stealth device?
I've used hull. It was either hull upgrades or shield upgrades on them before. I believe it was just 1 skick though, with 2
Z95s? No?
I think that's a good idea. I mean, it's the same cost, so it's worth trying. Before, when it was two pirates, I wasn't doing enough damage to make a difference. Even with, you know, Guri and the heavy laser cannon. So,
Oh, dude, what's up? I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
possibly. It's definitely worth a look because... Oh, okay. Because going down in 1 or 2 turns with Skix is not good. I mean, the stealth devices, they serve their purpose in that they survived a shot. You know, a stealth device is supposed to survive 1 shot. The problem with the Skik is they can't survive more than 1 shot. So
It's a TIE fighter. TIE fighters die. Your Marty Mar has a pretty dramatic proclamation. We already have the X-Wing fix, and it's called stealth device, right, Nick?
I have tried so many X-Wing fixes on this stream alone. First and foremost, the X-Wing fix is Star Vipers. Secondly, stealth device. If you have 6 points and you have 2 rookies in your list, stealth device is a great way to make them last longer. I mean, I think one of them only lasted one. I got 1 extra evade out of it that I wouldn't have otherwise gotten against a heavy laser attack. So, when I knew that heavy lasers were going to be across me on the other side of the table, especially Seeks with heavy lasers, those have started popping up in our little local meta suddenly, and I'm scared of them. They're big guns. I legitimately, if I see a Seek with a heavy laser cannon on the side of the table, I need to kill it. It was my priority. It was my priority over Guri.
Kill it with fire.
Kill it with fire. It was my priority over Guri. I did a really good job of getting around that 1 asteroid, and then I got around the 1 asteroid and then brought it back and focused everything in that 1 little kill channel, and I felt good.
I gotta say, man, Star Vipers are not fixed X-Wings, because the last 2 games I played, I run 3 of them with stealth device, or not stealth device, auto thrusters and an elite Z95, and I got annihilated once by him.
You just gotta watch where you do your S loops, bro. That's important. Closing thought. I'm looking for viewer questions. Mostly they're just making fun of you and me, and complaining about how hot it was at regionals. It was hot.
It was so hot.
It was there were 100 people in this room.
Too many.
I don't see any questions that I haven't addressed already.
Closing thoughts. If you don't do that 5K right in front of me, that game is completely different.
Don't turn your ships around. Fly past. Get out of dodge.
In that case, I was also expecting him to go faster than he did.
It's Rebels and Scum want to go as slow as possible if they're low pilot skill. If they're high pilot skill, they're like everybody else. They're gonna they're gonna land in front of you. They're gonna boost away.
Yeah,
but like X-Wings want to go 1 straight. Like your Z95, like he wants to go pretty slow too. It's there's an interesting thing with heavy laser on the 6 is they can't go 1 straight. So like they have to kind of, like, you can do the weave and barrel roll, but then you're giving up your focus. You're giving up your actions.
That's why,
It's like is there a 5-state on that dial? No, it's
no, just odd.
Anyway, I think that's gonna be it for tonight. Keep watch to follow our Twitch if you haven't done that. I believe the YouTube channel should be scrolling across the top of the screen unless I forgot to click that button. Stay tuned for updates. We will be adding more games to the show very soon. We're gonna stream more frequently, play more games. Come to DragonCon. Lambot will be there. I'll pop in a couple of times. Nick will be there. We're running this.
Mostly demo games, just sort of like, hey, 50 points, TIE Fighters, X-Wings, name recognition. Just come out, hang out.
Be playing some X-Wing, especially, bring friends who haven't played. It's a fun thing to do at a convention. It is the coldest room in DragonCon, and it is if you don't live in Georgia but you're coming to DragonCon, it is hot down here. It's about 85 degrees outside right now, and the sun is down. So it's
The coldest room at Dragon Con is still a solid 80 degrees.
It's cold on Friday. On Friday, the first day. Yeah. It's in the dungeon of the Hilton. But yeah, come to Dragon Con. We'll be demoing X-Wing. Our other buddy Brendan will be demoing Imperial Assault. They're magic tournaments. They're basically any game that you can imagine goes on down there. There's also, you know, famous people there and fun things. We should have another show before Dragon Con. Should. 2 weeks away is right before. Yeah. Stay tuned because I might not be able to do it the week before Dragon Con, so we'll see how it goes.
A lot of us are hellacious nerds, and we will dress up and things for Dragon Con. So a lot of time will be spent preparing for that. Also, fly your Star Vipers.
Remember to fly your Star Vipers.
If enough of you guys promote my stuff, I might actually dress up as Grand Moff Tarkin.
That'd be cool. I don't believe you.
That hard to make. It's not that hard of a costume to make.
It's a gray thing and some red dots.
Everyone will think I'm like an SS member, though.
Probably. So yeah, I actually set to the tournament. What's the Saturday? Oh, I don't know. I will look at the calendar. Next stream is on the 19th. We will have a stream that week. So there will be one more show before Dragon Con. And then it's probably going to be 3 weeks till our next show instead of the normal 2 because it surrounds the convention and we're all busy and we'll all be hungover and it'll be fun. And then in the middle of September, we're adding another game, and I'll probably be able to announce that next show. So we'll have all that information for you. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on here. Go to the Facebook page. Say hi. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Fly casual. We're not because our first game ran so long. I'm not going to be able to play a bonus match, but we'll be back soon with more X-Wing. I feel like I was just talking like without breathing for almost 3 minutes there, and my pitch was just getting progressively higher the entire time. It was awesome.